everyone. In this video, we will be going over the Ansiblex Stargate for Eve Echoes, as it currently is, as of May 26, 2023. We will be covering everything involved with this structure for users to include bookmarking and settings needed to make navigating them as easy as possible. We will also be going on to explain how to manage the structure, including how to access the management menus, to see range and linking, manage fuel, how to calculate and change user pricing, change permissions, manufacturing requirements, and current costs to include spreadsheeting. For the regular user of the Ansiblex Stargate, we of course need to know where they are. For your corporation's Ansiblex Stargates, those will automatically show up on the Stargates overview with whatever structure name your corporation gave it, no matter where in that system you are. It will always show up on that overview unless you change your filter settings to avoid it. For Alliance, Coalition, or public Ansiblex Stargates, those will only show up when you are within a certain range. That range seems to be 5 AUs currently. This viewing range does not matter whether you have permission or not. The only way to see an Ansiblex Stargate beyond 5 AUs is currently only if it's your corporation's Ansiblex Stargate. We will now go over how to bookmark and use the bookmarks of the Ansiblex Stargates. These bookmarks are made by two ways. The first way is clicking on the structure via the overview. Then click Save Location. Name it whatever you want, but I choose to name it as the first 2 or 3 letters and or numbers of the system it goes from, then a dash, then the first 2 or 3 letters and or numbers of the system it goes to. That way, it's very simple to stay organized. The second way is by going to the structure, then click on the structure, click the 2 opposing arrows, then click Save Location. To access the bookmarks, click on the marker icon on the top left of the screen. From this, you can click on the bookmark itself, then Set as Destination, then click the arrow to start navigating to the Stargate. Or you can click on the number of jumps, and this will automatically start navigating you to the structure. Now, we will be going over the settings needed to make navigating the Ansiblex Stargates easier and even automatic. We will need to go into the game settings. Click on your portrait, Settings, Basic Settings. Now we need to scroll all the way to the bottom of the screen. Here we see the max automatic usage fee payment you are willing to pay for each Ansiblex Stargate usage. This is basically the automated toll fee you are willing to pay. If you are trying to navigate through a Stargate via a bookmark and the Stargate has less of a toll fee than you have in your settings, then your autopilot will automatically pay it and navigate you through the gate, as long as you have the ISK, the gate is accessible, linked, and fueled by the managing corporation leadership. If you have any trouble finding, accessing, or going through the Stargate, please contact the leadership of the owning corporation. Going through an Ansiblex Stargate will reset your autopilot and the current bookmark you are navigating to, so you will need to go through all Ansiblex Stargates before setting your final destination autopilot, whether it be Jita, Amar, Clarilam, or any other destination. This is all for aiding users on how to navigate with Ansiblex Stargates. Now we get into how to manage the Ansiblex Stargate. You can access this by going to the corporation outpost or citadel in a system of which your corporation has a Stargate. Once docked, you will click on Manage. This will bring you to the Corporation Station Management tab, with the corporation outpost or citadel you are currently in already selected. Here we will need to go to Structure Management. At the Structure Management window, it will display all the structures in that system. We will need to click on the Ansiblex Stargate structure. Here's the structure overview window. From here, you can see who deployed the structure, when it was deployed, what system it is linked to, and how many energy points the Stargate is currently taking. From here, you can also rename the Stargate, for a fee of course. Let's click on Configure to access more in-depth management of the structure. Let's go over the first of the management options, range and linking Stargates. The range of the Ansiblex Stargate is currently 4.90 light years. Going over 4.90, even as far as 4.91 light years, will cause the game to round up to 5.0 light years. But this is too far. Although the game has currently 5.0 light years range advertised, due to a rounding error, the game makes it impossible to go beyond 4.90 light years. Thanks, NetEase. If you click on the box with the arrow in it, you will see the available Stargates you can link to that have already been deployed. The Stargate linking process takes 6 hours to finish and be active for jumping. Now, if we go back to the Management Options window, we can look at the remaining fuel. Making sure the Stargate is fueled is crucial. Without fuel, the Stargate cannot be used. Different sized ships require different amounts of fuel in gigajoules consumed by the Stargate to use. If we click on the double right arrows in the upper right, we can add fuel. Here we have all the fuel in the corporation outpost or citadel in the system managing the Ansiblex Stargate. We can add fuel by manually entering the amount on the right for each fuel type we want to inject. Clicking on the checkbox on the left of each of the fuels, then when finished, click Inject. Depending on how much fuel you are attempting to inject into the Stargate, the game will ask you to verify and give you the final gigajoules you are attempting to place into the Stargate. If you are attempting to inject more gigajoules than the Stargate can hold, then only the amount of fuel needed to inject to get the Stargate to the maximum amount of fuel will be used, and the rest will be placed back into the fuel bay of the corporation outpost or citadel. We will look at the pricing of the Stargate usage now. This pricing only manages the travelers going from this Stargate to the linked Stargate, not from the other Stargate to this Stargate. The pricing shown in the management overview is the amount a frigate will need to use the Stargate. You can manually set this amount, while larger and smaller ships' pricing will scale from this amount through a multiplier. If you click on the yellow exclamation point, this will show the current pricing for each ship size to use the Stargate, along with the multipliers from the base frigate usage cost manually entered from the management window, and the total with the calculations applied. This information is great to post either on Discord or totaled out on an in-game message for the corporation, alliance, and coalition to see in order to coordinate and manage together. Let's look at how to manage permissions as to who can access the structure. You can restrict who can use the Stargate by the following: allow anyone, corporation, alliance, friendly toward your corporation, or friendly toward your alliance. I highly suggest not allowing anyone to use your Stargate unless you are trying to make a global trade hub. I don't see that happening though, as that's a costly endeavor and no benefit to use unless the devs ever get rid of the nullsec NPC stations. But this is not what this video is about. Perhaps another video though. Finally, we have arrived at the manufacturing portion of the video. Here we will look into the structures needed, including the minerals, PI, and ISK to manufacture the Ansiblex Stargate. All these figures will be based on having structure manufacturing skills at least 554. The structure parts needed to make the structure are the following structure parts: 3 construction parts, 4 storage bays, 5 docking bays, 5 repair facilities, 7 electromagnetic sensors, 5 hangar arrays, 17 acceleration coils, 7 office centers, 14 advertisement nexuses, and 5 market networks. These structure parts total to 72, with the final manufacturing price of 1 billion ISK. That is by no means the total amount though. Here are the total amounts of minerals, PI, and ISK. If you want to buy all the minerals and PI to make everything from scratch, with the current market prices of this video, the structure will cost you roughly 8.5 billion ISK, with the pure ISK cost only being 1.4 billion ISK. Well, that will do for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like it and want to see more content to support this channel and see more Eve Echoes content that no one else is giving you, including the devs and official content creators.